All right, going to take a look at this XBI here. Somebody wanted me to look at this, and so what I did was I just took XBI and a bunch of charts, daily, 2 hour, blah, 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 and then I had to go and find the stuff on the inside. What is it called? The holdings. Gives a list of the holdings, and I download all LXLS and then copy and paste and type in commas. And then I have this one list. All right, so blankety splank. So XBI. So this is just a daily point and figure. Basically says it broke through a resistance line, mid 16, late 16, I guess. Pointed higher, okay, just for this period in here. It's basically coming off of a double top. Oh, you buggers, double top right there. That works too. Yeah, basically double top that it poked through and filled, and if it slides through here, then we're good to go, right? And these, so this tells you how far off standard deviation it is from the trend line. All right, so basic, and what I'm looking for in the point figures, areas of support like 62, things of that nature. But basically, it's in a bull market up. It's up, you know, as long as the blue line is, you know, support kind of thing. Here's a weekly. You know, this is 14, 15, 16. So basically, biotech's been out of favor for 2 years, we'll say. Year 8, whatever, 3, 9, 12, 21 months. 12 and 9, 21 months. Oh my gosh. Fibonacci. All right, so, you know, down and up, whatever, halfway back. Looking for a short side thing, I think it was. I can make both sides, short side, and, you know, it's been pointing up for a year and a half. Just draw a trend line underneath it. You know, bump, 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 bump. It's like the bell curve. If you miss this part and you miss this part, you still sucked up 70% of it. You know, I'll take 20% off the low, and I'll leave the last 20% on the high. I'll take the, you know, the 70% or whatever. All right, XBI is on a daily. So what do I have here? MACD, it's whatever. Crossing, going sideways here in a what daily? Intraday, 2 hour. Possibility here of a bear flag. Okay, so here's your double top thing that we're looking at. I guess it is for March. That's really short term. You know, continuation is, I'd say if it's okay, so support would 69 and then 60 whatever. There's 60, you know, if it comes to, when was the last time I hit the green line? Oh, it fell out of bed here, right? September, October. And so what do we have? Come up, came back through, buckled around right here. These actually crossed. And from October, November, so from 69 to 53, 16. All right. That's a pretty good move, just like this one here. This is the bounce reaction. Just look at that. This is daily. So, oh my God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this could have been just god awful. Ouch, that's painful. It just looks painful because all of a sudden you get a month down and in 6 days it comes screaming. You could have gone, you know, short. You know, all of a sudden you're like, oh man, you know, cross it, and all of a sudden you're short. And you're right down to here and it bounces back. And then the next day it basically gaps over the previous. It's pretty bullish. We're going to get this gap here. That's a lot of shorts. That's what happens. It's the stuff on the inside when it all goes one way. Okay, so you have kind of the pause action with the underline because not everything moves up. We'll look at that in a second here. So you have, you know, a double top here. You know, if it comes down to here, probably we'll say it's going to aim for the green line. You know, whatever's under here and whatever's under here support for it. You know, it says 60. We'll, you know, it's one of those things that if it goes above, you know, 62.5, it'll probably go to 74. If it goes below 70.5, it'll probably go to 69. Zyap. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is do this real quick here. Here's one for you. Daily update. All right. Has all the stocks that I have that it'll take, whatever, X amount. It's just this period here. I mean, I can move around to any period. You know, this is SPX. So how did this stuff happen, you know, from the election? You know, so you can say, okay, this is the election. Animate. And it'll run around and it'll tell you what stocks of that bunch are leading versus the S&P kind of thing. Whoops, who's this one? That one was painful. Stay away from that one. It's back in the bunch. Oh God, it looks like a bunch of snakes. All right, so that's where we're at, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it basically just tells you, you know, breaking down price-wise, which ones, it gives me something to do when I'm bored looking at everything else, right? Candle glance, we'll look at, this is market carpet. I think you can change the dates on here and stuff. Which are bandwidth. Plata. You got me. Money supply up days and down days. Wow, it's a lot easier just to grab a crayon and draw a trend line up, down, or on what's it called? Up, down, or sideways? Unknown. Summary. Okay, so we'll go back to summary. So here I have the whole list, all this stuff. I can support. I can Friday's action. What did we have? Supported AVXS was up 15%. Downside one was down by 7. You can go for a whole week. You know, get kind of a rough idea, but all this does is it just tells you the past. So what you can also do is go to candle glance. And to give you all of these here, I'll do 2 months sorted by RSI, and it's just, there it is. You're looking for a high, right? So you're leaning on the bearish side. Okay, so this would be, if you're going to look at weakness, it would probably start up at the strengthy stuff, right? Because you've been sliding higher for a few months on it. Okay, so you have all this going this direction, all right. And on the back end, these are the ones that should be all oversold. So you have to say to yourself, do the strong ones get weak, or do the weak ones get strong, or do the weak ones continue? This one looks like it's just going to continue on. There may be a couple that might want to bounce down here. But this part, you know, here's Amgen. That's a big name, and it took a dumper, so maybe the index is, if Amgen goes up, it's going to help out the index per se. But you have a lot of gyrating going on right now. You know, things are kind of gyrating. So you'd have to go in and see what you could do is make an index of all of these prices besides this XBI index itself. For all of them, you can make it market cap or price weighted. You know, just like we saw that Amgen, you know, it's pretty healthy overall market cap wise. What was the other thing I just came up with? RSI, that's good. What do we have? Money flow or something? See if money's coming in and out. Or actually, let's do it this way. Is it sector? Sector summary. All right, so we have 10 sectors to choose from. Okay, so it says financials. So the last 200 days, you want to be in financials. You're up 15%. Utilities, healthcare down 8%. So you're looking for a short, so that's a good thing. Technology was, that was the best short, right? So there you go for the last 200 days. But Last 2 days, financials took it, healthcare, you know, and you can move it along too. Like, oh, I got into my short 7 days ago. So you're down 1%, which isn't bad, right? 7 days, 1% a, 1% a week or something. Oh yeah, 60 days. Energy, too bad, right? Healthcare's up. So I don't know if you're a subscriber, because I believe I can send the list, right? So what do we have? These are earnings. Biotech. I have one biotech. I guess I could show you this real quick. This one was biotech. I think it was over the counter edit list. There may be some overlap. There's like NASDAQ biotech, and then this one was, what was it? XBI was Spider Biotech. It says what it does. What is it? 80% of something it says it holds. Biotech and assigned. So, okay, so it does. So it is 100% biotech, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, I didn't read the perspective. It gives you the top 10 holdings. Amgen. Oh, that's kind of cool. Shares held. Okay. So how would I do this? Sort these by market cap. Then I can come in to see if one of these stocks here, earnings-wise, would blow up the thing. You know, performance, 10 years, 16% a year, 22% a year since inception, 06. 15, you can't go wrong twice a year. You know, so basically you're just waiting for it to all come apart. You know, that's not bad, right? That's twice the going right there. It's more than that. So that's a good thing there. All right. Put in, you know, what do they call that? Dividend reinvestment before tax, after tax, whatever. That's not bad. You're just looking for an entry. You can get in at any time. It'll heal itself. Right? What's this here? One down 15% a quarter. Ouch! This thing's. What do we have? Oh, this thing's been falling for a while. Okay, hold on a second. Ah, man. See, it's much easier just to look at the chart. Okay, so back to this biotech. Edit. Wow, a lot more stocks. 350 of them. Summary. Volume. Amgen. Okay. Some of these are $3, $6. 60 AbbVie. What about the scooter thing? Insider, blah, blah, blah. Okay, sort by this. Sort. And then a quick scan. That's what I do. Just to, oh, it gives me these charts. That's right. I'll have to adjust these. But just an eyeball here, these are Renko. So basically, this is how this works. You know, here's your SAR dots, SAR dots, SAR dots, SAR dots. So you've basically been long since wherever the SAR dot changed here, somewhere in here, dinked. So you were in the stock at 102 in December and still going up. You're at 150. What's this? INCY? Incyte. So you're still in it, little dots, 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 dots. Here I'm seeing if you can shave off more than 70% of the big move here. You know, if this gets to here, ding the bell. Okay. So that was that. So let's just do the quick scan thing real quick, I suppose. All right, so what I did here is go to whatever this is, scan. Get rid of all of this. Start with the Virgin scan. Ticker properties, candlesticks, indexes. So indexes, I have There's an Amex Biotech stock. Gold mine, Philadelphia. Conductor. Pharmaceutical. All right. Chart list. These are my sectors and industries. So let's go to, what are we looking at? Healthcare. So we have biotech, pharmaceuticals. So biotechnology, insert. Now the group is bio. It's going to give me everything like worldwide and stuff. That's fine. That would be awful if, you know, Genentech was already bought, but Glaxo bought whatever. 360 stocks to choose from. Biotechnology. Take it. Store these in a new chart. That'll be fine. What do we call it? Bio. Okay, BAMO. I'm with a list. So what do I want to do with these bio stocks? Summary. How about this? Change is fine. I like change. This one's up 50% for the day. The other end, this one's down a third. So what game do I want to play? Lots of volume day. How about percent change for a week? Zero on the stock price. It's a scooter thing. We'll do it that way. So I see the best ones first. So I'm looking, am I looking for a shorting area? So we'll just run through it real quick. Because I have to upload another one because I just got done talking and my mute was on, silly Kevin. Not much signal there. This one kind of lost its momentum thing here. This one might roll up and come down. It's only $11 stock, whatever. You got a cross here. It's one of those, I'd look at this for later on. This one is, it's in a full-blown up kind of thing. Has options. So you're looking for volatility to go the other way. I guess I'd have to drop these down to see what an intraday looks like with these. So this is at the strong end of the spectrum. You know, if you're already long or whatever, because these are all pretty strong, I'd have to drop these down to 2 hours. It's like this one just got started, blast through the upper part. It'll come back, but it'll still be trending above the moving averages. What's the other way I do this kind of stuff? Summary, price, right? It was for that, what was that? All right, so we're buying here. This is on the cheap end. All right, so here you have, you know, maybe I'll move up to here, but we're talking a third of a cent. You know, so it'll pass. There's enough stuff on here. You know, look at this one. I mean, does it look bullish? Doesn't mean it is. What are these weekly? Some of these have already moved, you know, 1 penny to 8 pennies, and here we're at it. This is where we're at again. They already forget things narrowed. They already forget this is last quarter. You know, MYMX. That's at 2 cents. Goes to 3. You know, do you make any money then? Oh yeah, you do. Robin Hood Kev. Stem cell. That one's swinging, right? We haven't heard from the Donald on stem cells, right? That one looks like it's going to move up too. This one too. So this is with price. All right, so this is just greed over quality. Wow, that one had a nice pattern. You know, it's at AMBS. People can remember that symbol. All right, I'm going to send this GoVox, GOVX. That one, there's a green bar. All right, so I'm going to update this one, but what I can do is I did a scan there, and if you are a subscriber, I can send the list, send to a friend. You have to be a member, I guess they call it here, a member. I can give you all the lists. It just comes down to eyeball. You break it down another way. If the stock market's crashing and you have a list of stocks, what are you doing? Are you gonna say, hey, I want to buy them with the RSI under 20? You scan. You start with something. This is why it's just so much easier to find one thing and say, okay, what do I want to do with this? Up, down, or sideways? All right, you sell one S&P, we'll say it's at 20, okay, you buy SPX option. What's that, 2380, and it comes down to here, 2360, that's 20 points or $100 a point for the stock index option, right? $100 a point, 20, there's $2,000. There's $2,000 there. How much is it on the upside? 85 to, we'll say 95, $1,000. Is this 1 week? This is 1 week, so it went from 2358 to 2390. So 30. So here's $3,000 spread. Even if you get the bell curve of it, 2,000. Are you happy? And how much do I have that on? No. Do I get options on here? No. And here's a move here. All of February, 2271 to the Donald. We'll call it from 2,300 to 2,400. What is that? 100 points times, what's 100 times 100? Whatever 100 times 100 is, that's 1 month's worth of work by the breakout. All right. Now here we are with the Donald. Is it going to go higher still, or we're going to break it and then, come back down? R1 here, R2 up here. This is a weekly SPX. Cool. Rock and roll ski. XBI is down here, right? XBI. Trying to remember where I had that double top. Actually got it to work. Yeah, right here. I'll send this one. Pow. For the video. It's either going to come to here or go to there. All right, cool. Making more videos. Bye-bye.